Hey, it's Nathan with CrazyMarketing.com. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the page builder within ActiveCampaign so you can build squeeze pages and thank you pages all within your ActiveCampaign account. So let's go ahead and get into it. So to do it, we come into website and then we want to go to pages. Now, I'm also going to assume that you already know how to set up forms. I have a video all about setting up forms, so if you're unfamiliar with forms, please watch that video first, as I'm not really going to be covering forms in this particular video. This is more about the pages and their options. So come over here to add a new page. And so they have a bunch of different templates you could go ahead and look through and preview and all that type of stuff. Like maybe you want to check out this template right here. You can click on preview and you can be like, oh, this looks nice. I could go ahead and change some of these images out and whatever and customize it to fit my business. So you can check stuff out. Or, of course, you could go ahead and create one from scratch. So I'm going to go ahead and use this blank one right here. And we can go ahead and name our page. So I'm going to call this just free sales funnel. And we'll click on save. And it's quite self-explanatory. Over here we have different blocks we can go ahead and drag over to the page builder. Additionally, we could come over to theme here and change some of our general theme settings like our font colors, our link colors, our heading sizes, all that type of stuff. So definitely feel free to adjust these to match your particular brand. We could also go ahead and turn off ActiveCampaign branding. I'll go ahead and turn that off while I'm here. We'll come back to blocks and let's just go ahead and create something general. So I'll throw my headline up here and we have a catchy headline. Let me go ahead and throw a row in here as well. And if I click on it, you notice that there's some different options. So I can change like visibility settings. So do I want it to show up on only mobile devices or only desktop devices or both? I could change the width, I can change the background, I can drop shadows, inner shadows, etc. So several different options. And I can also narrow down on what I'm trying to edit. So right now I'm under the text. So I could come out to column if I want to as well and edit the column if I need to, or I can come to the row, or I could come to the section and I can edit each area individually. And so it's just a matter of clicking around to figure out like what you're trying to do and what you're trying to edit. Let me go ahead and throw in an image though. We'll drag an image up here and let me throw an image of my lead magnet. So let me add a file. There we go, that is beautiful. And then let's go ahead and add the form. So we have this inline form option. We can just drag it over here. And then we can go ahead and use one of our existing forms if you already have one, or you could go ahead and build a new form right here within the page builder. I'm going to just use an existing form and I'm going to use my LM free sales funnel form that I've already created, and we'll go ahead and add that form right there. So there is my beautiful looking form and there is my page. And of course this is quite ugly, but you can see how you can customize it with dividers and countdowns and PayPal and video and lists and all that stuff. So you can make nice looking pages in this page builder. It's pretty flexible. Additionally, up here you can see how it looks like on a desktop device, or switch over to mobile. Make sure it looks great on all different devices. And once you're happy with everything, you can just come over to publish page. And it gives us a tip right here. So before publishing, we recommend adding your analytics tracking code and configuring page metadata under page settings. And we could go view settings. We're going to come back to that in just a second, but that is something very important that you will want to do. But I'll show you another way to go ahead and do it. Additionally, you can go ahead and select your domain. So if you've connected a domain to your ActiveCampaign account, you can select it right here and then change the page path of your URL as well. And then if you want to, if you're like really happy with what you designed, you could go ahead and save it as a template, and then you can easily pull from that template later on. But I'm not real happy with what I created, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit publish. And so I could go ahead and view my page now. Let's go ahead and view it live. So there is my beautiful looking page. But let's come back out here and come back to pages, and we can see our page right here. So we have my free sales funnel page, and it gives us some nice metrics. So we can see how many times the page has been viewed, how many conversions, and then the conversion rate right there. Let's hit this drop down menu and we can go ahead and do view page settings. So let's click that option. So here's where you can go ahead and update your metadata. So here's where you probably want to go ahead and update your favicon, your page title, description, keywords, social metadata, and so on. So this is the stuff that you want to make sure you pay attention to and make sure that it looks nice. Additionally, there's some compliance options. So if you need to do the EU cookie banner, you could go ahead and turn that on and link to your cookie use policy as well. And this is a preview of the form. Additionally, there's custom code right here. So if you have like a Facebook pixel or anything like that, you'd want to make sure that you embed it in your pages so that way you can track conversions on your pages, right? So this is where you go to adjust all the metadata and custom code and compliance settings. So I wanted to make sure you saw that because those are important things that you're going to want to adjust. Now let's come back over here. Of course, you can go ahead and edit your design, and there's also unpublish, get URL, edit URL, duplicate, rename, or delete options as well. So several different options that are available to you. But let's go ahead and set up a thank you page as well. Link the two pages together. I just want to show you how that works. So I'm going to go ahead and add a new page, and I'm going to create another blank page, and I'll just call this free sales funnels. Thank you. And save. And I'm going to go ahead and add a headline up here, and maybe I'll add a button as well. Let's add a button. All right, that looks perfect. So then I'll go ahead and publish this page as well, and I'll go ahead and publish it. And then I'm gonna come back out of the pages. And so now I have my free sales funnel squeeze page and then my free sales funnel thank you page. Let's go ahead and copy the URL of my thank you page. So let's get URL. There it is. I'll go ahead and click on the copy button. And then I'm gonna go ahead and edit my squeeze page right here. So we'll go ahead and edit the design of my squeeze page. And I'm gonna click on my form, and I'm going to edit my form, and I want to come over to options right here, and on the URL I'll go ahead and paste the link to my thank you page that I just created within ActiveCampaign, and we'll go ahead and update the form. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on publish updates, and then we'll go ahead and view this page live, and then I can go ahead and fill it out and send me the lead magnet. And it should bring me to that thank you page that I created. So thank you for downloading the free sales funnels. And there's my pretty button. And of course, this is all very ugly, but I think you understand the idea of how to create the pages and link them together by adjusting your form settings. Now let's come back to pages for one last thing. So if you start creating a whole bunch of pages within your ActiveCampaign account, you're gonna wanna make sure that you keep things organized. So you can add folders here. And so I'm gonna go ahead and add a folder, and I'll just call this free sales funnels, and I'll click on save, and I can come back to my folder, and I can go ahead and move these pages into my free sales funnel folder, so that way I can keep things more organized. So I just wanted to show you how you can go ahead and organize your pages, because if you start building, maybe you have clients and you want to build folders for different clients in your account, you could go ahead and do that. It's quite easy to do and can help you keep things organized. Finally, right here at the top, you can see the option for domains. So this is where you could go ahead and add a custom domain if you want to. So we can do add a custom domain, and it gives us a little information. We'll click on next, and where are we in the process of creating our custom domain? So I have not created CNAME records. We'll go ahead and click on next. So then it tells me to create a CNAME record that links to this page right here. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. And so in order to do this, you need to go to where your DNS settings are configured. So in my case, it's in my SiteGround account, but it might also be where you registered your domain. So maybe it's at GoDaddy or Namecheap or something like that, but you want to go ahead and add a CNAME. And in this case, I'm just going to call it pages, and then it resolves to that URL that ActiveCampaign gave us. So this one right here. And I'm going to go ahead and change this to 5 minutes, and we'll go ahead and click on create. And then I'm going to come back up to add a custom domain and next. In this case, I've created a CNAME record in my hosting provider that has been live for at least 48 hours. Now, obviously, I did it like 2 minutes ago, so it hasn't been 48 hours. So it might not work at this point in time, but this is how you would do it. So we'll click on next. And so I do my domain that I just created, and then click on next and close. So it's still pending. I could go ahead and click on test connection and see if it works. It might not. Yeah, it didn't work yet. Usually it does take a few hours in order for it to work. But once everything works, you could come back to your pages then, and then you could go ahead and edit your URL, and you could go ahead and select your new custom domain instead of using one of the ugly ActiveCampaign domains. And so I just wanted to show you I could add a custom domain if you wanted to. And that's pretty much it for creating pages within ActiveCampaign. Again, if you're not familiar with how to create forms, please check out that video first because it will be very helpful. Otherwise, hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, I appreciate it. So likes, comments, subscribes, and or check out crazymarketing.com. And I hope you have a great rest of the day.